This is my 1957 Mercedes Unimog 411. It came up for sale here locally, and well, I just couldn't say no. These are quite rare in Canada, and to find an example that actually works is even rarer. This unit is a little rough on the edges, however these are basically tractors and were used as tractors. So you can imagine they got pretty abused during their working years. This one I'm quite lucky with. I'm definitely happy. It seems to run good and work good. So, what powers one of these? Well, it's got a 32 horsepower inline 4 diesel motor. This little motor is known as the OM636 and was used up until 1990. It is attached to a fully synchronized 6-speed transmission, which is able to drive all wheels with the option to lock the front and rear diff. This makes the Unimog quite the off-road machine, especially because of a trick up its sleeve. The portal axles. This is a signature Unimog feature that reduces the gearing at the wheels, allowing for more torque, but more importantly, increasing the ground clearance significantly. These little Unimogs are built tough. Everything is solid and it weighs close to 4,000 pounds. This little guy will weigh a little more because of the optional rear winch and homemade front winch. These winches are powered by the PTO. There's a front and rear PTO or power takeoff shaft on the Unimog, and this is really what made the Unimog a Swiss Army knife of vehicles. You could throw whatever implement on, and well, they did just that. They use these Unimogs for everything. These 411s were built from 1956 to 1974, and around 40,000 were produced. My 411 is actually a long wheelbase version. At 83 inches, it's 15 inches longer than the regular version. The tracks are exactly 50 inches, or if you grew up on a farm, that's 2 rows of potatoes. The box is also a genius design. All gates fold down for easy loading access. Because the engine is sandwiched between the seats, the box is able to be quite big. Big enough to fit a halflinger actually, but more on that later. So how do you operate this machine? Well, these unusual rings on the front wheels are actually footsteps to help you get in. Once you're seated, you are greeted to a most luxurious dash consisting of 4 gauges, a light switch, and a steering wheel. These were simpler times. This is the radiator overflow container. Why is it here? Well, instead of adding a heater, they have a pipe heading from the radiator all the way up into the cab. This provides heat and it actually works well. It has the effect of providing defrost to the windshield as well. Here's the chart for getting moving. This big handle is your main gear selector. The small one to the right is for reverse. Pull it back, and you have 2 reverse speeds. This engages the PTO, and this is your handbrake. Finally, this one on the left is to engage all-wheel drive and diff lock. So down is rear only, middle position is all-wheel drive, and fully up is front and rear diff lock. Also, we have a hand throttle, and that's pretty much it. Very simple. Isn't exactly the most spacious thing. When you're in there, your feet are pretty cramped, and the exhaust is like right on this side, so it gets pretty toasty. And of course there's a glove box. Not exactly very big, but something I really like about this thing is the windshield folds down. Just undo the handles on either side. Aw, yeah. Thanks for watching.
Yep.